Alright, hello everyone. This is a follow-up video to what I put out the other day about Apex Legends and their Battle Pass. Sorry for not editing this one, I just have to get this out here. So, as you see on the screen, they made an apology. They are reverting the Battle Pass changes, so you can buy it again with the Battle Pass or with Apex coins, and a few other small changes here and there, and as you can see on the next page. And this is what the new Battle Pass looks like. So you can pause to read and figure out what this means for you and whether or not you like or dislike this. It's up to you, but at least you know what you're getting your hands on this time around. And you can always opt into the Battle Pass with your in-game currency instead of having to pay for the Battle Pass. And of course, it's been getting a lot of positive reception. Good job, great job. There's one here by Pro Reborn, but I can't find it. I don't know what happened, I guess the page refreshed. So either way, good job on Respawn for actually admitting, and EA, big time EA, for admitting that they made a mistake and coming up with a correction. And this is also something I wanted to post real quick. This is from someone who works at Apex as a game designer and saying that they care a lot. And just so you can see, they were playing the game since day 0 before they joined the game. And they're not on the team that has to work on the quality of life changes. They're there to work on other small things for the game. Just to keep that in mind where this is coming from. Obviously, most if not all of these developers want to provide the best product possible. And sometimes that's just out of their hands. They can only do so much. They can only say so much. They can only give as much feedback as they can. And it does rely on a lot of us to do that. And then to go along with this, Respawn also mentioned that they made a few fixes, including the crashing that's been happening to players recently, so good on them for getting that resolved and pushing this out along with all of the other updates. And now while this is all great, we still have to wait for a few things, because this is just the start. It's great that they reverted the changes, but now they have to actually follow through with those changes. So as we see on the final paragraph here, moving forward, we recognize that we need to be more timely, transparent, and consistent in our communications with you. Yes, you've had 5 years to figure that out. Your priorities are our priorities, cheaters, game stability, and quality of life updates are top of mind. We need to get better at this, and it's why we're acknowledging them here. And they don't mention aim assist. As the next step, there are a number of improvements and gameplay stability bug fixes coming in Season 22 that will be outlined with the patch notes. Thank you again. It's great to acknowledge that there are some quality of life changes that they decided that they're going to work on now. The question is, why were they ignored up to this point? Why haven't we seen any changes up to this point? Why are we waiting until now? And we also don't have a list of what those quality of life updates are going to be. So maybe it's audio, maybe it's crashing. They have already addressed crashing to some degree. Maybe it's aim assist, maybe some minor tweaks to aim assist. Who knows? So it's great that cheating and game stability are top of mind, and at least we know that those are going to be addressed, but the problem is, they've already said this in the past. When we look at what they responded with us with the last time they were hacked a few months ago, that game and player security are their highest priorities. So, I mean, this is just PR speak. To me, that's how it's going to end up for me. I'm not going to see it any differently until we see actual results. And that's not to say anything about Respawn or EA, it's just the industry. A lot of these companies are going to push out these kind of messages, say they're going to do something, and then we never hear from them ever again. Something else breaks, we get another backlash going on with the community, they push out another apology, and then they say they're going to fix on it, and then rinse and repeat. I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but it is a possibility. And also, we don't know just how much of the changes to the quality of life updates we're going to actually see. We say that there's audio issues with Apex. For the developers, they may look at it and say, okay, this one weapon might be a little too loud, so we're going to change the audio for that and nothing else, and then leave it at that. And then we never get any other major changes to the audio ever again until the next backlash. So I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it is a possibility, so keep that in mind whenever you look at these things. We cannot just say, okay, everything's good now, I'm going to buy the Battle Pass with real world money and buy all the cosmetics, etc, 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 we're back to normal. We're not. We can't think that way. with these companies because that's what they want you to think. You gotta wait till they actually do their job and fix the problems that are in the game. So again, this is a great first step. I'm glad that EA and Respawn were able to make changes. I'm glad that Respawn is saying that they want to make changes to cheating and game stability, but they also have to do their job and make sure that actually happens this time around. Time will tell. In the meantime, I am going to continue to say, don't buy the battle pass with real world money. Don't buy any other events or premium item with real world money unless you already have the coins saved up, because then that money's already been used. So use your coins. Don't put any more money into this game until we start seeing those quality of life changes. And of course, more updates and more consistent updates that actually help prevent cheating in the game. Like I said, it's great. This is a good first step, but we actually have to see them follow through with what they just said. This is not the end of it. This is the start of it. Keep that in mind. Keep playing the game. Continue to enjoy playing Apex. But just remember that until you start seeing updates that actually affect what we have been asking for years, don't spend money on the game if you can. I'm not going to tell you what you want to do with your money. This is just how I think. This is how I see it. And I would recommend that you see it this way, if not forever, for at least a month or two, until the next major update, until the next season, and do whatever you want. I can only tell you what I would do. And like I said, I wouldn't do anything until we actually see these changes take effect. And until then, I'll just keep waiting, or I'll play some of the arcade games and just wait for these things to actually happen. Once again, congratulations to Apex Legends, to Respawn, and to EA for making the right decision. Now let's see what they do in the next few months and whether or not they actually address the changes that are very much on the forefront of most of us actually care to see the game get better over these years. So again, I do apologize for limited editing, but if you do like this style, let me know in the comments below. Like this video, or you can look at my other videos that are more edited to see what I usually put out. And if you do like what I'm doing, if you do like the messages that I'm saying, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. We are trying to break that 1,000 subscriber barrier. So until then, I'm Mr. Rain, and I'll see you in the next update.